Welcome back to our special coverage of the Ohio murder mystery. Did a jilted surgeon snap? We covered the shooting deaths of Spencer and Monique Tepe. Mo, to those who knew her. Spencer, a respected dentist. Mo, a wife and a mother of two. We've been searching for answers for well over a week now, and never once did we hear the name Dr. Michael David McKee, whom we all know now as the first husband of Mo Tepe and suspect in both murders. He also happens to be a vascular surgeon from Illinois. Not exactly a misfit who never managed to get his act together, right? Takes upwards of 15 years in university to achieve that stature. And I've had manicures that have lasted longer than Michael and Mo's marriage. They got married in 2015, but separated just 7 months later. And they divorced just 14 months after that in 2017. And all of that, that was 9 years ago, that final end. 9 years. Court documents don't suggest that things were ugly, but there are plenty of rumors. On paper, the exes moved on. Different states, different lives. No, Mo remarried, and she and Spencer had just marked 5 years together, had 2 kids. So if Dr. McKee killed Spencer and Monique, as police believe, was he silently stewing this whole time, like a volcano waiting to erupt a decade later? Or did something new trigger him and set him off? I'm joined now by Tarlika Nunez-Navarro, former judge, prosecutor, and criminal defense attorney, and currently dean of the St. Thomas University College of Law. Judge, thank you so much for being here. Do you have any experience with a case like this where an ex or someone in someone's past from so long ago comes back potentially and does this?
Unfortunately, yes, Ashley, this is not as rare as you would think. In domestic violence cases and family law cases, sometimes those go on for decades. We have husbands that stalk wives for nearly, like you see here, 9, 10 years. And, you know, with social media and the pictures, that they fester, it boils, and, you know, sometimes it ends up in the unfortunate tragedy like we see here.
Well, I'll tell you what, the pictures of Mo Tepe and Spencer Tepe, their wedding videos, their photographs, their, families, they have 2 little babies. I'm sure that there was a lot that they shared publicly with their beautiful life. But I am curious about establishing motive, because juries want it, even though prosecutors aren't required to give it. So at this point, is it going to be essential for investigators to go through every single potential message that Mo Tepe or Spencer Tepe may have had, or with Dr. Michael McKee, just the online connection potentially between them?
Absolutely. I think you're going to see a lot of development over the next couple weeks. This is only the beginning. Once we have an arrest warrant, law enforcement will go in there and they'll do what we call a digital dump and a forensics on his computer. They will look at his Google searches. They will look at their Google searches. They will look at the text messages between them. They will look at social media. And yes, like you say, prosecutors don't have to show a motive, but it's always good to complete a story, and juries always want to know why.
Hey, listen, even if there was no communication between them for 10 years, there is the potential of cyber stalking. I mean, we just had, Jennifer Kovendoffer on saying that there were these big spikes in searches for the Tepe's house and big spikes in searches for Spencer Tepe all weeks before the actual murder. So is cyber stalking and even maybe, physical stalking, like Brian Kohlberger did? He came to the murder house for months before the actual murders. Is that going to be critical in this investigation?
Yes, we are seeing an increase in cyber stalking now that we have everyone on social media living their best life, and we have exes and broken, people have broken hearts, and you can't underestimate the power of a broken heart and what that can lead to when you are, publicly living your life with your new boyfriend or wife or husband and your children. And so you see what can happen when this occurs with this ex-spouse,
Sure.
which is unfortunate.
I've got 10 seconds left, but are they going to be finding out about how potentially helpful Dr. McKee was? Because they will check an ex-husband before they arrest him. And if he wasn't telling the truth to them, but being very helpful, is there anything I can do to help? Or reaching out to the family, I'm so sorry for your loss. Is there anything I can do to help? Will that matter?
Of course, everything matters. Anything he says, anything he does, his behavior from here on forward, his interviews. I think we're going to see a lot of developments over the next couple of weeks, and we've only seen the beginning.
Judge Tarlika Nunez-Navarro, thank you so much. I always love talking to you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ashley. You have a good night.
You too.